Hi, everyone. Welcome to the 82nd episode of the Zicast. As always, I'm your host, Ryan Zyaks, and today I'm joined by D1 basketball player, Karson Martin.
Hi. How are you?
Good. How about you?
Good. I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Of course, thank you for being here. I'd like to shout out episode 31 guest Chen for technical directing once again. So, Karson, on my show, I interview people, I get to know them better, and I'm excited to hear about your story. So how about you kick things off and you tell us a bit about yourself?
Well, I'm a sophomore here at Quinnipiac. I've been playing basketball since I was like 8 years old. I'm from Georgia, so I'm really far away from home.
Okay.
And I'm a communications major.
Awesome. Where are you from in Georgia?
Woodstock, Georgia. It's like 30 minutes north of Atlanta. So
I hear it a little bit.
I know. I get it all the time.
Earlier on, I heard a y'all. I'm like,
I do. I get made fun of my team, my coaches. They try to make fun of me all the time by saying y'all. So
yeah. So I'm excited to get into that. And how about you tell us kind of like your basketball journey, like how that got started, and kind of like what like motivated you to pursue it at like a D1 level.
So I grew up in a very athletic family. My mom played basketball. My dad played basketball. All of my grandparents played some type of sport. So I was always around it. Growing up, I played softball, soccer, basketball, all of it. And honestly, the real reason why I chose basketball to continue was because it was the only sport that had AC.
Really?
It was so hot outside doing everything else.
Yeah.
And then throughout high school, I just kept working and practicing, and I knew that I was good enough to be able to go to college for free. So why not?
Yeah, awesome.
Continue?
Awesome, especially down in Georgia. I'm sure, like knowing that kind of heat, I'm sure you don't want to experience it up here. Well, you experience the opposite up here with how cold it usually is.
It's ridiculous. I've never Georgia gets snow down south, but it doesn't stick.
Yeah.
It's just like little flurries, maybe some sleet, and then I come up here and it's like a whole new world.
Snow down there, good for some photos.
Exactly.
It's like an aesthetic. Where here it's like a way of life for several months out of the year. So how was like adjusting to that?
It's been a little difficult, considering I have zero clothes for that type of weather. And back in Georgia, if it snowed at all, school would be canceled for like a week. And then now you still have to walk to classes in the snow. So.
Yeah, shut down the whole city, shut down the whole town.
Exactly.
It's snowing, beware. And of course, like I'm sure playing D1 basketball, I'm sure it's very time consuming. So how do you balance that with like athletics balance that with your studies or anything else you do?
Yeah. It does get difficult at times, but our team has such an amazing staff and just resources that you can go to, and I'm constantly having a certain schedule, a to-do list, making sure that I make time for everything. And I recently was also in a sorority.
Oh, really?
For the past 2 years. I'm not anymore, unfortunately, but that was difficult as well. Not being able to go to as much things as I would have hoped because basketball is so time-consuming.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you make it work, and you've got people around you who are willing to help you, so it's great.
Yeah, kind of two different kinds of families, a sorority and a basketball team. And can you walk us through, like, what's a typical day look like for you?
It's very early in the morning.
Yeah.
I probably will wake up around, like, 6:45, 7, go straight to practice. We've got tape, film. We'll practice, and then we'll lift after. I'll have classes ranging from like 12:30 to the latest 9:15, and then you go straight home, eat your dinner, and go to bed. And it's the same thing Monday through Friday.
Discipline.
I know it's hard, it's difficult, but
interesting. What gets you through all of that?
Napping. Napping. I always make sure, especially in season. Like now, I'm not doing anything because we're at postseason. But during season, I always make sure that I can have at least like 30 minutes to take a nap.
Yeah, that is the most essential thing. Sleep.
Is.
Even beyond, like, you can always eat right. You can always, be as hydrated as you can. But if you're not sleeping well or you're staying up too late, that'll just derail you.
Exactly.
And how much I love sleeping.
I love sleeping.
I don't get a lot of it. We're college students, so it's hard to get a lot of it.
I know, right?
And or anything else that gets you kind of through that, like I even like motivation that gets you through like those like kind of tough long days.
Well, I'm very I grew up in a very religious home, and as a Christian, I really try and focus on Bible studies and daily devotionals. And so every morning, my dad will send me a devotional.
Nice.
And I study it for that day, and I just use it, and I try to find different things that are going on in my life for that day that go with that devotional. That just kind of gets me through it.
Yeah, it keeps you honest.
Exactly.
So to speak. And I'm also curious, like, what's kind of like the toughest challenge of this all, of like being a D1 athlete, balancing everything, etc.?
Honestly, the hardest part is being far away from home. Like, I am a homebody. I love my family so much, and I'm blessed that they get to come up as much as they do, unlike some of my teammates' families.
Yeah.
But being far from home, because I live like it's like an 18-hour drive.
Wow.
So I would say that that's probably the hardest thing.
And do you drive home?
I've only driven home like 2 or 3 times before. I had to bring my car up, so I drove. But then my family members will drive pretty much every time they come up here to visit. So it's a haul.
Yeah. And for reference, for anyone who doesn't know, Quinnipiac University is in Hamden, Connecticut. You're from Georgia. So
Exactly.
yeah, it's quite a hike. And I'm curious, like, do you have any like specific favorite memories from playing basketball, or anything that you'd want to share?
My favorite basketball memory it's recent. It's definitely beating Fairfield.
Okay.
Everyone knows that Fairfield's our rival. They're one of the best teams in the MAC conference, and the fact that we were able to stick it out and hand them one was like the best feeling ever. And we came up short in the end, but that was probably my best memory so far.
Just like playing against a rival, I'm sure like the environment in the stadium and everything kind of really brings it. Like, even take us into that, like playing like these big time games, like and just being in that atmosphere. Kind of tell us a bit more about that.
It's a little nerve-wracking just because, like, playing in front of so many people, everyone's watching you, and you got to do good. Like, there's a lot of pressure. Fortunately, I've been in a position where multiple times where I've played in front of big crowds like that throughout high school, going into state championships and things like that. So it's easier in a way, and also knowing that, like, you're on TV and people are watching from, like, different states. But it does get nerve-wracking. But once tip-off happens, everything just kind of goes black, and you just start playing.
You're a communication student, so potentially people operating those cameras too that are watching you on ESPN. So you're a communication student as well. Like, do you seek to do something in like sports journalism?
Right now my minor is sports media.
Okay.
And I'm looking to get an internship actually with ESPN either next year or my senior year. I don't know. I love talking. I'm good at it. And I love talking about sports, so I might as well.
So you want to be like in the broadcasting field potentially?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That would be pretty cool.
I like the definite yeah.
I know, yeah.
Not much more to add on. I mean,
there's still a lot to figure out. Like, obviously, like, I'm only 20 years old, so it's like I've got 2 more years left of college to try and figure it out. But that's just a gist.
I envy that as Liam and I are seniors about to graduate. But I'm also curious, like, what's the most important lesson, if there's one you can draw upon, that you've learned from like playing basketball for all these years?
I train a bunch of girls when I go back home in Georgia, and I get that question a lot. And the only thing that I can really say is just to keep working and practicing, because I have the problem where I think that I am good at everything that I do, which is not the case ever. And it takes practice to be able to be good at something. And so I feel like that's all the advice I really have is, like, just keep practicing, keep working, and if you want to be good at something, you're gonna have to want to put in the work. It's not gonna happen overnight.
Perfect. And of course, it's like with athletes like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, like kind of like the culture of like women's sports has kind of been shifting. Like, have you kind of noticed that in your time?
I have, yeah, especially since the whole Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese drama that happened.
Yeah.
What was it, like last year or 2 years ago?
Yeah, like the NCAA tournament, and now they're in the WNBA, etc.
And it's still going on. Like, that whole drama is still going on. But I think that the switch definitely was made the championship game into whenever they got into the WNBA. It's mainly just for the like top schools in the country. Like I feel like our school versus
Yeah.
like South Carolina or something.
Yeah.
Like they definitely get different coverage, but
Mm.
especially with Gal playing with us,
Yeah.
there were so many people who were watching our
Yeah.
team and like seeing us,
Yeah.
which doesn't normally happen. And I feel like once you have players on your team that are capable of getting that type of coverage, then it brings more in.
Yeah. Because it's just like the conversation too, like I said, kind of shifted to
Yeah.
where there's more eyes on women's sports and more eyes
Yeah.
on women's basketball. And do you have any athletes you look up to?
I definitely would look up. It's probably really basic to say, but I definitely look up to Michael Jordan.
Of course.
He's the GOAT. Like
Yeah.
he just the way that he plays, and we have similar values too. Him and Stephen Curry.
Okay.
Like I said earlier, I grew up in a very religious home, so seeing both of them publicly speak about their faith and their work ethic, like it really resonates with me. So those would probably be two people that I.
Interesting. Because you give me a great Larry Bird vibe.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's like the Southern charm mixed
Yeah.
with just being a basketball player.
He's good too. I like him. And Haley Van Lith. You got to give her some credit too. She's fantastic.
And any women's basketball players that you really look up to or style your game after?
Honestly, I would say that I probably watch more men's basketball than I do women's, which is probably awful me saying that. But like, I mean, like you said, like it has to do with coverage too. Like growing up, everyone watched men's sports. Like they watched men's basketball versus women's. Like, and my dad is also a huge Michael Jordan fan, Larry Bird. Like, I grew up watching like those types of games with him rather than WNBA.
Awesome. So what NBA team do you root for?
I used to root for the Golden State Warriors just
okay.
because of Stephen Curry, but like I don't really have a favorite team anymore. I kind of just like to watch it. But the NBA has gotten terrible.
You think so?
I think so, 100%. It's so sloppy. I feel like college basketball is much fun. It's so much more fun to watch than professional basketball.
Yeah. My thoughts on that are interesting because, like, obviously the players not being as good as NBA players makes the game better.
Yeah.
Because there's not... Would you say... This is actually an interesting take I've been thinking of. Like, do you think that the NBA is kind of, like, maxed out the game of basketball, if that makes sense, in terms of, like, the way they play, of just maximizing three-point shooting and the kind of, like, three-pointer or layup philosophy?
Yes, I do. And it's all the same for every team. Like, there's no toughness. Like, nobody plays defense. If you watch a college basketball game versus a professional basketball game, men or women's, nobody plays defense anymore in professional basketball. Everyone's scoring because you see that in the final scores of all of these games, and it's like 120 something to 130. No one's scoring that much in a college basketball game because it's so much more. It's so much more competitive. So that's what I think about that.
And condensed too, in the terms of like when you look at like NBA games from like the early 2000s, for example. There's so much more mid range, and then there's the paint was clogged, and now it's the 3-point shooting and spreading out the floor. And it makes me question if in the NBA we'll start to see changes in terms of like trying to nerf the 3-point shot, if that makes sense. Is that something you'd want to see?
Yes, like threes are great and all, but like you want to see people like you want to see someone dunk on someone. Like that's what people really want to see. And I actually have a friend who I grew up with, and I've trained with him for several years. His name's Isaiah Collier.
Okay.
And he just signed to Utah Jazz.
Oh wow.
And it's his first year playing. It will be his second, but he plays like your typical college player. He's always attacking. He's got handles. He's a true point guard, and he's not just like everyone else just shooting threes out there. So I think I think I saw something about Cooper Flagg announcing that he was entering the draft. Which I totally disagree with.
You don't think Cooper Flagg?
I think he's good. He's great. He's a great basketball player. but he's so young.
Mm.
And he's making so much money right now and went through what he just turned 18.
Yeah.
Like, those are grown men that you're about to be playing
Yeah.
with. Like, enjoy college, go play basketball in college, get an education, grow up a little bit, and then go.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's an interesting take, because I was about to say, like, well, you know, LeBron from high school, Kobe Bryant from high school, but they also wouldn't have gotten paid in college.
No.
Back in their day, and now Cooper Flag can. What do you think of NIL in college sports?
I love it. I think it's the best thing that could ever happen, because I work with NIL. I recently had an agency, and I got so many different sponsors. It was awesome. Like, they would send me different packages, and I would post a picture and get paid for it. It's that simple. And people in college, like for women's basketball, they're making so much money on NIL and deals with all of these different companies and partnerships. They're not going to be making anywhere close to that playing professionally.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still going to have those deals and stuff like that, but people are making more money in playing college basketball than ever.
Yeah.
And much more than they're going to make professionally.
That's a really interesting take, because, of course, it's been kind of a contentious thing, NIL, but universities and colleges have always made money off of athletes. So I always felt like it's fitting athletes can make money, at least through these things, through sponsorships.
I agree. Yeah. And I'm also like Bobcat Blitz.
Yeah.
They recently just started up like NIL and just working with Quinnipiac athletes. And it's been fantastic. Like, it's such a great opportunity. I feel bad for international players who like can't do it.
Yeah.
But
yeah. And it's always important also to just like take advantage of those kinds of things, and especially like you in the sports communications field, like being a part of NIL and understanding it, because you never know like where you'll end up finding yourself, and if you want to have a voice on these things, you actually have experienced it in college. And it's funny we got to this point. I never asked you what your position was.
In basketball?
Yeah.
I'm kind of all over the place, if I'm being honest. This year, our coach has really wanted me to step up and start working on my ball handling a little bit more so I can play the point guard. My senior in high school, I played point guard, but I was mostly just shooting guard and guard. It's like a 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna guess point guard.
Yeah.
But no, that makes
short.
sense. No.
Yes.
Well, you got the versatile skill set. And that's cool to learn that position, because I want to learn more about you. And how about you tell us some things people might not know about you, like fun facts?
Oh, I'm boring, I'm telling you.
I doubt that. People are more interesting than they think they are.
I don't know. The only thing, I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously I grew up in Georgia. People think that's pretty cool. I can do a handstand.
I'm sure that helps.
Yeah. I don't know. I know I literally am the most boring person ever.
I highly doubt that.
I love food. I love to eat all
What's
the
your
time.
favorite food?
My favorite food? Probably Mexican food.
Interesting.
Mexican food.
Anything specifically?
Literally anything.
Okay.
I am the least pickiest person, but I love food. I love cooking, actually. It's really fun.
Interesting. You're all about business.
I know.
And continuing further, so you love basketball. What's one thing you love and one thing you strongly dislike, just in general in life?
One thing I love, I don't know. Well, what about you? Tell me what you like first, and then it'll give me an idea.
It'll open it up for you.
Yes.
Okay, I love podcasting, but I love storytelling. That's something that's really shaped my life. Yeah. Big reason why I do this. Okay. Now it's your turn.
I love like murder mystery stuff, and like we were just talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
But my freshman year, I was a law major, and I took a bunch of criminal justice classes. But I cannot write a memo or do a case analysis to save my life.
Not yet.
But that's why I switched to communications. But I love like the criminal justice, criminal law side of everything. I'm so good at that. It really interests me a lot. I love it.
Interesting. Why do you think that?
I don't know. It's just like I don't know. I've always been like into like cop shows and police shows. I've got family members who have served and are in like police force, and my great uncle was actually a detective.
Oh, really?
In Georgia.
Oh, wow.
And so just hearing stories like growing up, it's so interesting.
Like Matthew McConaughey in True Detective.
Right? In A Time to Kill. Is that the movie that you're talking about?
I was thinking True Detective, the TV show.
Oh.
Matthew McConaughey.
Never seen it.
Interesting.
I'll have to watch it.
You have a Matthew McConaughey vibe a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
I will take that as a compliment.
It is a compliment. So now we're on to the strongly dislike. So you did say the NBA as a strongly dislike.
I don't like the NBA.
Or the NBA game, I should say. Anything else you strongly dislike?
This is going to be so specific.
Okay.
But it's like a pet peeve.
Okay.
That I
Pet
have.
peeves are great.
I hate it when people chew with their mouth open.
You know what's crazy? At my job, we have a little board where people ask questions, and the question of the day was, what's your biggest pet peeve? And the first thing written was, people who chew with their mouths open. It's like fate.
Drives me insane. And the question is water wet?
Yeah.
Like, is it wet or is it not?
Is it wet? I mean,
I hate that question.
do you have an answer to it?
No.
No.
I do not know what the answer is.
I just feel like water is inherently wet because it's water.
Yes.
Yeah.
But people have also said it isn't wet. It makes things wet.
So you'd rather just not have the conversation altogether?
No, I hate
Yeah,
the
it's
question.
kind of a, yeah.
Murder mysteries are a yes, but the mysteries about water, that's off the table.
No, literally,
Yeah.
I hate it. I can't do it. It's so random, but I hate it.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Some things just don't need to be argued about.
Exactly.
People love those debates. But one thing I'm curious to learn, what are some of your hopes and dreams professionally or in general?
Obviously to graduate. I mean, y'all are so close. So congratulations.
We're unks. Yeah.
I'm jealous. No,
Don't be.
but I am. It's probably your typical answer, but my dream is to become a mom one day. That's literally my goal in life, is to be able to have a family of my own and become a mom. I just want to have a stable career and move back home.
And build up your mom lore.
Exactly.
Through basketball and everything
Exactly.
else in communications. And I like to ask you, like, I brought up Matthew McConaughey. What are some of your favorite movies?
Well, if we're staying on Matthew McConaughey, A Time to Kill.
Okay.
It's a detective. It's like a murder mystery movie.
Okay.
Highly recommended. It's so amazing. But my favorite movie of all time is Princess and the Frog.
Okay.
And
That's a good
I
one.
can quote it forward and backward. So there's something that
Yeah,
people
there's a
may
fun
not know.
fact.
I can quote it forward and back, and I also have a tattoo behind my ear.
Really?
It's
Wow.
2 stars.
Huh.
It's from that movie, and it's for me and my mom.
Oh, nice.
And have you ever seen it?
I have. A long time ago, but I have.
At the very end, the firefly Ramon, he dies and goes to be in the sky with
Yeah.
Evangeline, her name. And it's me and my mom's favorite movie, so I got the 2 stars for me and her.
That's awesome. Do you have another tattoo? I saw you lift your arm.
I do, yeah. I've got 4 tattoos. I've got
Oh.
this one. It's October 5th, 2010. It's my sister's birthday.
Oh, perfect.
I've got one on the back of my neck that says, in the beginning, Genesis 1:1 in my
Okay.
grandma's handwriting. And then I have my whole side done.
Oh, wow.
And it's a cross with a bunch of vines and my birth flower. And it says, never ending love.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's
This
another,
was my first one.
yeah, that's like a fun fact.
Yeah.
So we found some. So you weren't
did?
so closed off as you thought you were.
I know. I love tattoos. Some people are against them, but I love them. I think they're fantastic.
Interesting. And what just being able to express yourself in that way?
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
what really draws you?
I definitely think that every tattoo should have meaning behind it.
Yeah.
Like, this one's kind of silly, but
I mean, it's meaningful.
To me, yeah,
Yeah.
to me. But if someone's looking, they're like, why do you have stars behind your ear? They're not going to know. But I definitely think that having a meaning before you get a tattoo is very important, just because it is staying on your body for the rest of your life. But I do think it's a great way to express yourself and who you are.
Yeah. And I'm glad you were able to express yourself on this episode, Karson. I'd like to thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Before you go, do you have any motivational words or plugs or anything you just want to leave the audience with?
I don't know, just be confident in yourself. I've been telling myself that lately, just like right now, just trying, like halfway through college. It's, you know, rough for some people, especially as an athlete being outside of season, like trying to find yourself and who you actually are outside of your sport. So just believe in yourself, have confidence, and, you know, do the things that you like to do.
Awesome. This was enlightening, Karson. It was great getting to learn about you. I always love just hearing like athletes' perspectives at the school, and I really like the conversations about basketball and just like all your great strong values. It was really cool to hear about, and thank you so much for coming on here and sharing it with us.
I appreciate it.
Of course. And as always, this is Ryan Zicast with the Zicast, where everyone has a story. Signing off. Thank you so much for watching.